think we finally found one. Over the mountain here, we hear a race car. They're so hard to find these days, but if you listen closely, you can hunt them down. So follow us while we trek up these mountains to go find what we're looking for. If you don't know, the EPA has been out here actively poaching our race cars. The PRI has been fighting to keep them off of our lands and keep them out of our race shops. But we continuously are losing these race cars. The PRI has now labeled them as an endangered species. Pay close attention and watch what you are about to see, as it is coming more and more rare every day. We make it over this crest. Oh look, I'm starting to see it now. We have to get lower and make sure that we don't disturb it, because these animals are very skittish. They will just take off flat out and you'll never see them again. You can hear it now. It's angry. It's angry. It sees us, I think. And it knows that if we have a clipboard in our hand, we could very easily take its life. As you know, the pen has become much mightier than the sword. They are taking it. You hear it now. You hear it now. You hear it now. Look at it. Look at it. It's an amazing, amazing beast. This is one rare find. It's a Cadillac CTSV. This is one off, and you can see it from here. It's a carbon fiber CTSV. I think I've seen this one before. It was made specially by Cadillac for their racing division. 930 horsepower of supercharged 6.2 liter V8. You will not see it. Listen to it. Listen to it. This is the most aggressive monster animal that you can find in the wild, and it's here. And we've been waiting for a moment like this. Come up to it closely. I'm gonna try to pounce on this thing. I'm gonna see if I can ride it. Let's see if we can ride this. Coming up close. Oh, look here. Look right here even. Right here. We have a baby CTSV. This is an all-stock model. These right here, the EPA haven't started focusing on these models. They're just now starting to look into these cars and tell everybody, you can't touch them. You can't put modified parts on these cars. But they're hunting every day for the trophies that are sitting in race shops. Let's get a little bit closer and see if we can get a ride on this magnificent beast. We have to be careful though. Like I said, they're very skittish. We have to come up very slow and make sure that we pay close attention not to touch or harm this animal, because they're endangered species. Again, very, very rare in the wild. You don't see these very often, okay? Again, here we go. We have to get nice and low. We have to make sure that we don't... Oh! It's getting spooked. I don't want to scare it off. Hey, wait. I want to go for a ride. Let me go for a ride. Let's go. Can I go? Like I said, they'll take off in the wild. I tried to get in, but it locked me out. They wouldn't let me go for a ride. I couldn't go. 930 horsepower. We missed out on our opportunity the one time in the wild. And we found a Cadillac CTSV that wasn't taken by the EPA. As you can see, they're a pure demon monster.
Protect your right to race. The EPA is banning race cars. Tell Congress to pass the RPM Act and stop the EPA from destroying motorsports. Your member of Congress needs to hear from you. Street vehicles, cars, trucks, and motorcycles can't be converted into race cars, according to the EPA. The EPA has announced that enforcement against high-performance parts, including superchargers, tuners, and exhaust systems, is top priority. Even if you are one of the hundreds of thousands of enthusiasts who contacted Congress in the past, we need your support again. Tell the bureaucrats in Washington that the race cars are off limits. Sign the RPM Act today. Join SEMA and PRI and help us keep bureaucrats out of racing.